Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? Long time no speak. Decided it was time to make a little comeback video for you guys. Those of you that still are subscribed to the channel and got your notifications turned on. Just want to let you guys know since last time with my, quitting Twitch and all that video. I've been good. I've been back in the Netherlands with my family right now. Started a new job. Things are looking well. I've also started streaming again, according to a pretty decent schedule, you know, that I'm gonna keep myself to. But I'm gonna make sure not to let it control me too much. Anyway, I hope you guys have been well. As you can see in the background, I'm playing some King of the Hill. I just recorded this gameplay like 30 minutes ago. It was my first game on. Really fun game to play. Not gonna tell you how it finishes. Obviously, you can skip the video to the end, but you shouldn't do that because I need that YouTube money, man. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I just want to talk to you guys and go a little bit into what I expect for Gears of War 4, or what I hope for, or Gears of War 5, excuse me. And what I'm still doing, like, on this game, like what you guys have been up to as well, right? And maybe drop some knowledge for some of you that still are looking to get Diamond 5 status in Season 4, which is starting this Thursday. So, let me see here. First round in, you can tell we're 49 points up right now. They got 5 points. This team that we were playing against, I was playing solo, by the way, so I did not expect to have, you know, a crazy game like this where it was actually really even. I could tell a few things though that obviously I made mistakes in during my gameplay. I got pissed at myself, but I just kept trying. A couple of things that I notice a lot of you guys don't really do when I'm playing with you, because somehow I could just tell when someone's doing something that they're supposed to, is you're not coordinating yourself well enough against the enemy team. So what you'll see me do a lot during this game is kind of play like a support role slash like annoyance to the other team. So what I'll do is, if I know that my team is actually capturing the objective or close to capturing the objective, or we are outnumbering the team at the objective, then I'm going to stop at around the center line of the map and actually try to hold back the enemy spawn. And you can see me do that right here with my teammate. Right, I chuck a stun grenade in the middle, I pick up boom shot, and I'm constantly making sure I'm not being chased. Here I'm checking the corner, I see a guy run to torque bow, so I run back. I see my teammates fighting at grenades. So I'm like, okay. The ring is going to switch over to the boxes, so let's go ahead and, you know, run over there and make sure that, you know, no one is there, like enemy-wise. Here I foolishly use a boom shot, which, you know, leads to a kill, but I could have saved that because they're obviously going to rush the hill. So here I'm just making sure, missed the first shot. See a guy running up, take a shot at him. Remember guys, the diamond mindset, if you're trying to get higher up the rankings, you're going to have to play very aggressively and very deliberately. Like, you have to know what's going on. You have to know what you can do. Even when you're playing solo, a lot of times, like, you can score enough points that actually rank you up. Since I started playing this game again, I was like Onyx 2, King of the Hill, and I'm Diamond 5 now. Even when I've lost matches, I've not gone down. Just because I score enough points to keep me up in the bracket, I think, anyway. So here we're flanking the enemy team, my teammate gets down, I run out of bullets, but I headshot him with a lance to get him down. Take the kill and instantly run up, go for the up A, get the left hand up A. When it's that close, you never really have to aim, because the game will automatically assume the gun is in your left hand. That's how I killed him. So right now there's 25 points left in the hill, right? And I'm like, okay, it was kind of pointless running up there because these guys are good. They're not going to let us break the hill. So instead, I'm going to cover the next hill. So here I get a kill, and then I get downed. Killed by this guy. Yep. Dude's going to kill me. One shot. Yep. Pretty good player. Messed me up a lot. Has a very fast bounce. But not as good as me. Haha, got him. So here I'm just watching my teammates. Another thing I can give you guys as a hint is to try to throw your smoke grenades like at the next hill as soon as you can, pretty much, if it's not, you know, there yet, and if they're not capping it yet. Because most of the time when you're behind your teammates and you're, you know, running up to your teammates and trying to back them up and then you throw a smoke, a lot of the times it's already too late for them and you won't be able to help. Now I'm up here on the mid bridge and I'm just crossing down the middle, watching my sides a lot so I don't get flanked. I had my headset on at the time, but I wasn't really paying that much attention to the sound, so I'm just mostly just looking around. Just some Lancer action here. Question for you guys: what is your favorite role when you're playing King of the Hill? Are you more like a support player, or are you more the tactician slash team leader? So when you're playing with your friends or you're playing with randoms, and you know, do you naturally try to take the lead and try to get people to follow you, basically, or you know, try to guide them to the next objective? Because me personally, I've played a lot of support roles in the past because my connection was always terrible, so I could never really do any wall bouncing. So I decided, you know, the best thing for me to do to win, to help win, is be a Lancer player and learn that way. And let me tell you, a lot of the support players, they know a lot about the game because they can see and kind of sense what someone's doing. Here I completely choke. I should have bodied that kid first, and also the guy on the floor. He gets up and he kills me. Again, I was pissed at myself, but a big thing about getting better at this game, you know, despite swallowing all the bullshit that happens, is just accepting what it is during the match and just get on with it, you know? Just use that rage that you get and just play better, play faster, express yourself with the gameplay. I know that sounds really dumb, but in my experience telling other people as well, it actually works, you know? Just put your mind through it, stop bitching, just get on with it. Help your team. If you can't do well, help your team do better, basically. So here we're stuck in a 1v1. I give him right hand, I want once wide, get him down easily. He could have killed me right there if he hit the back A and then probably pushed me, but he didn't. Here my teammate luckily spots this guy. He shoots a boom, wastes it. Here goes for my teammate, kills him. I know where he's at, so I just down him through the smoke. He's in the corner. Help my teammate right away with the meat shield. Always do this, guys. Always pay a lot more attention to your teammates when you're not in danger, because sometimes it's just one bullet that can help get somebody down, and that's what makes the difference, man. Even in core and you name it, just how people play. And it's a fun way to play too, because it makes you feel like you're more responsible and you help actually contribute to the win instead of just kind of hanging around and feeling aimless. So here, it's the guy, takes me down. Fast player. So right now we're still really even, 130 to 128. It's usually the last hill, like now there's 20 points left. The last hill is the one where it really, you know, really matters that you do your best. Because King of the Hill is a game of attrition as well, so it's kind of like in the beginning it's more about just kind of showing like how good you are against the other enemy team. Yeah, I got a nice back A on this dude. And a lot of people, they're just too focused on when a hill is in the middle. They tend to over focus or overcompensate almost for just capping, right? Like they run straight to the hill and they try to cap. And in my experience, mostly what helps is to actually kill the enemy team a lot more first, so that you kind of demoralize them and kind of piss them off, so that they make a lot more mistakes. And then you capture the middle hill once you've, you know, slowed them down a bit and pushed them back into their spawns. That way you actually have a lot more clarity and like oversight of what's going on. When the hill is on the side of the map, like it is right now, it's usually a lot easier to defend, right? Because there's only like two ways of them coming in, either through the torque bow, which is also the spawn area that we're in right now, or through the boom shot, which is like a death sentence for anybody with a brain. Right now I'm helping my teammate here. He's fighting someone. I didn't really pay attention. He dies, but the round ends. So good start. 9-minute rounds, pretty average at this level, I think. Again, guys, you always want to push as much as you can. Like, you want to push yourself, you want to push your teammates, even if they're randoms. Just Even if you're not talking to them, right? Like, be that motivating factor. Be that guy that does what other people don't want to do. Because you'll attract people in time that are looking to play with someone like that. Because you're basically like a gap filler. You know, you do what needs to be done instead of just going for kills or clips or whatever. My way of playing, my like methodology behind Gears of War, it's always been about you want to be the most aggressive, most complete player on the field, pretty much, right? And even though you might not be, most of the times you're not, because you're just trying too hard. It's a very fun way to play because you're never lost. You know, in any situation, you always know what to do to an extent, and you're never useless to your team as well. Even when you're playing with randoms, like sometimes you might only get, you know, 10, 15 kills, which is certainly the case for me. But then when you look at the points, it either reflects in the points how much work I did, or even if it's not the points, sometimes I just distracted the enemy team a lot, right? And I revived my team a lot, or prevented my team from being, you know, killed by just doing damage and not getting them down. That might not really reflect on the scoreboard all that much, but it does really contribute to a win, right? So that's another tip, I suppose, is to not pay too much attention to score and just do what needs to be done. And once you get good enough, the points will come, guys. You know, you'll get good enough. Because it's very easy to get demoralized, you know, if you're doing a couple games and, you know, you're doing bad for a day or two and you think, fuck, man, like, what's going on here? Ooh, said a bad word. Sometimes that's just what it takes, you know? You're not feeling it, you're not doing too hot. For me, in my case, when I started playing again, I just bought a new monitor in the UK. And I was in love with it. It was awesome. I still have it, but reason why it's no longer my main monitor is the fact that it actually added a delay to my gameplay. Very strangely, like the specifications of the new monitor are almost the same as the old ones that I used, but for some reason when I was playing Xbox mainly, there would be like this strange delay. So I would be playing Gears, I would try to wall bounce and pop shot and stuff, and every time I pressed any button, it would just feel like it took so long for it to happen. At first I blamed the game, like the, you know, TC did something weird while I was gone or whatever. But then one day I decided, let's just try to switch my monitors again, because I was raging on stream, and you know, I quit the game and quit the stream, and I switched things around and I instantly played loads better. In fact, that same night when I tried it out, I played a game with a couple friends middle of the night, and I dropped like a 73, 75 kill game. Right, this was like my first game getting used to the monitor again, and it was so strange to feel that. So, and to know that that's actually the reason, it actually made me feel a lot better and, you know, more confident in my gameplay. So make sure you guys check your monitors, see if they're really compatible with consoles, because if they're not, man, switch them out. You're not doing yourself any favors. I understand everything costs money, but if you're trying to get the most out of the one game most of you guys play, I assume, it's definitely worth the money, man. You don't need some 144 hertz monitor or anything. 60 hertz is fine. 1080p, LED. I believe mine's an IPS panel, the one I'm using now. But it's just, it feels good, right? It feels good. Yeah, a little bit more about the stream. I've recently tried to stream some competitive gameplay as well, but I can't get into it. It's not so much the tuning itself. It has a little bit to do with that, but it's mostly the like just the massive inconsistencies in the game. Like I can't stand it when I'm playing competitive. I understand on LAN it's probably different, better, but for me on when I'm playing online and stuff, with the lag and like the 90 ping and shit and everything they changed, just it doesn't feel right to me. I've had too many moments where I'll shoot people like 4 or 5 times the right way, right, the way you're supposed to do it, and just nothing, and then they get headshotted from 15 feet. You know, it doesn't feel right to me. I know core is technically overpowered when it comes to, you know, the team aspects and all that, but I just don't care anymore. I broke a controller a little bit ago, and I barely ever break things. So for me, it was really like this wake up sign, like, yo man, you gotta get it under control. And ever since I decided, just play to play with the people, and you know, do what you can on the side, people that need help, and just leave it there, right? Fuck the frustrations, it's not worth it. Oh, that's another demonetization feature right there, the F word. Right here, we're in the second round, I believe. Pretty even again. At this point, I was like pretty much getting into it. You know, we're about 15 minutes in right now. I was getting hyped. I felt my teamwork was pretty good amongst these people. I'm not sure if they were, you know, in a group together. Did kind of feel like it. I know the enemy team probably was in a group together, because they really played like a team a lot of the times. I played well here. Again, the same Cantus dude. Played it right, you know, he didn't skip me. Another thing, guys, always remember that sometimes it's not about the, like, taking the 1v1 instantly. Sometimes it's better to just run past people and let them, like, decide, am I gonna let this guy walk, or am I going to fight him right away and get shot in the back by his teammates, right? And that's something I always try to preach against people that are feeling like not confident enough in their ability to actually, you know, kill people. Is to try to get behind them first, right? Let's try to outplay them without actually fighting them yet, if that makes sense. Be a couple steps ahead. I try to teach this during my streams as well. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check that out, man. Live almost every day. Like I said, I just started a new job, so right now I'm in training. So my schedule is going to be a little bit, you know, less intensive. It's not going to be as long as it was before. Before I streamed like 6-7 hours when I can. Right now it's more down to 3 hours, just because I want to go to work. I want to do my assignments, and I want to go back to the gym as well. Get Spartan-like, if you know what I mean. So here we're at the last 60 points. Hill is going to torque bow. This is one of the worst spots to really hold. Also with the middle one, of course, with the pillar. Here this double cross is so lethal, dude. It's like the host pocket in Blood Drive. That's why you always need somebody near the bridge on either side, so they can either block the spawn or, you know, cross somebody who's crossing your team, pretty much. These guys update. Grab the drop shot here. Right here, I hear this guy run up to me. I do my little loop-de-loop. Grab the grenades, plant a grenade on the wall just in case I'm getting, you know, chased. They don't know, right? They don't know I'm planting a grenade. Now, I knew these guys were gonna be coming from the tree or from the crane. And I picked the left side first just because that's kind of my go-to thing. And luckily I saw him very quickly, so I just chucked a nade on there, because, you know, no one expects that. The faster you play, the less people expect that to work. So right there you can see the Cantus could have shot me instead of my teammate. Right here I get killed obviously, but he could have shot me instead of my teammate, and that gave me time to just run by. Unfortunately, my teammate died, right? Maybe we could have taken him together, but that was just my train of thought right there. It's like, okay, I'll just run by, grab my shotgun, and then if my teammate dies, I know he's hurt him, so I can take him out very easily. Before I forget, always pick up the damn shot grenades, people. My God! Especially in King of the Hill, a shot grenade can counter the enemy team's, like, capture for a good 20 seconds. From the moment it triggers to the moment, like, even after it's gone, like, people have to actually run in there and you know, set themselves up. And if you have a cross on some people, then a lot of the times they don't, because they don't see the shot coming, you can get a down, or sometimes even two. That can help you secure a few more points. Believe me, guys, when it comes to the high level King of the Hill gameplay, it's all about scoring as many points each ring as you can. So even if you can hold off for like 2 more points, that could make the difference in the end of the game. And this is why it matters so much that you try from the beginning, because otherwise you might lose out on those 2 points you could have had at the beginning of the match, right? So right here, they can't win with this hill, so there's not a whole lot of pressure on getting this one. But it's still good to, you know, obviously put as much pressure on him. Right here, I shoot the wall, try to down the guy. My teammate was crossing, and this is again why it's so vital for you to push, right? And be supportive. Right here, I'm just going ham. See this guy. Always spot guys. Again, it's just another normal Gears of War rule thing. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Right here, I'm gonna go on a rampage. When your team is already in their hill, you guys, just go away. Go somewhere else. Be useful. So we're about to wrap it up here, guys. We got 5 points left. Thank you all for watching, man. If you're still playing Gears, hit me up sometime on Xbox. I'm always around in the evening. Alright? So you guys have a wonderful day or a wonderful week. And hopefully I'll catch you next time, guys. Take care. Peace out.